Hello, welcome to my course. My name is Lloyd Thomas, and I'll be teaching the Azure 104 exam preparation. So, as you can see on this page, this is the Microsoft official page for the Azure 104. These are this is like the introduction, what an Azure administrator is required to do, or the responsibilities of an Azure administrator, which include pretty much administration. And administration involves implementing, managing, monitoring, the different aspects of Azure, which are identity, storage, compute, and virtual networks. So this exam is targeted towards people that are system administrators who already have experience in managing on-premises environments and want to transfer their skills to gain cloud-based skills. It's also for beginners, so if you are just beginning to the IT space and you want to learn more. Now, as you know, infrastructure as a whole, infrastructure management is everything is in the cloud. And all companies are moving to the cloud, to take advantage of the big cost savings that cloud computing offers. So, as you know, Microsoft is a big player within the cloud space, along with Amazon Web Services. So this is the exam. It costs around $165 to take, and with this exam, you kind of put yourself, you put your one foot forward as a certified administrator who can administer any cloud environment on Azure, and you give yourself a big job opportunity, open up the door for a lot of jobs, because there are a lot of cloud jobs out there. If you just Google right now Microsoft Azure administrator jobs, you will see there are a lot of jobs, and the pay rate is very high. So this is the exam, and these are the skills that are covered in the exam: managing Azure identities and governance, implementing and managing storage, deploying and managing Azure compute resources, which are pretty much virtual machines, configuring and managing virtual networks, and monitoring and backing up the Azure resources. So, like I said, these are the skills that sysadmins always do, and because we are on the Microsoft's platform, so that's what you need to do. That's what it requires. So if you go into the detail exam skills outline, you will see what I'm talking about, and this is what I'm going to be covering today, about on the detail skills. These are the things I'll be covering in this course. So stay tuned and be ready to learn. Get ready to learn. One requirement that is needed for working with Azure is an Azure account. So you need to have at least a Microsoft Outlook account or Microsoft Hotmail account. Once you have that, you can sign up with Azure and get an Azure account, because you need an Azure account to perform all these skills that are here. Another thing that's required is that you need to have at least a little bit of knowledge and experience with Microsoft Azure PowerShell, which is the command line interface that you use to work with Azure, because as an administrator, you don't need to use the mouse and the graphical interface. You need hands-on skills. You need the command line interface skills, CLI skill that you will use, because if you are performing as an administrator, you are performing a task that involves a lot of maybe, for example, users. You don't want to be, let's say you want to create 50 users into the new employees. If you're using the mouse and the keyboard to perform, if you're just using the graphical interface, you're going to do it 50 times. That would take you probably an hour, 2 hours. But if you are using the command line interface or PowerShell, you could just perform that within a few seconds. Just set up the basic setup, do the basic setup, and then guess what? When you run that command, it takes less than 1 minute. You've created 50 users. So that's why you need to learn PowerShell, and that's why you need to learn how the command line skill. But we'll cover those things too in the course. So pretty much those are the two main requirements: get an Azure account and have a little experience with PowerShell and the command line interface. So right now I'm going to go through the process of creating an Azure account. You can Google Azure, or you just say azure.microsoft.com. You take you to the Azure page, product page. And you can start with a free account. It doesn't matter, but you will need a pay account or pay as you go account if you want to do serious stuff on this account in Azure. And also, if you work in an organization that has Azure subscription, you can talk to your boss or your system administrator to give you access to have a subscription. So this is how I'm going to create an account. Right now, I already created an account, so you're already logged in. But I will sign out and show you the process of creating an account. Let's say you don't have a Microsoft account and you need to create an Azure account. You first need a Microsoft account. That's the basic requirement. If you don't have a Microsoft account, then you create the account. So I'm going to do that for those who don't have a Microsoft account. If you already have a Microsoft account, you just go to the next step of signing up for Azure. You don't have to create an account again. So this is loading up. Yeah, so I'm gonna use another account. Then if you don't have one, this is where you go. You say create one. No account, create one. So I'm gonna load up and then I'm gonna create the account. Once you create the account, so let's say for example, if you don't have a Microsoft account, this is what you do. You need to have a Hotmail account or an Outlook account. So let's say Azure admin or AZ admin at outlook.com. Yep. Hopefully this is not taken. Now the account is already taken. So let's do 001. Hopefully it's already available. It's not available. Let's do 2020. Oh, okay, whatever. So let's do something creative. AZ infra. Which was stand for infrastructure. Admin 001 at outlook.com. Oh, what? Okay. So let's say AZIS AZIS underscore 2020 at outlook.com. Let's try that. Yep, that worked. So you create a password. Make sure it's very secure. Numbers, letters, uppercase, lowercase, and symbol. I think that's a mistake. So next, you can create up to at least 80 years. So just put a fake date of birth. I will use the current month and day. Today is 19th. Next, Boom, the account has been created. If you're on a public computer, you don't have to save your password, but if you're on your own computer, you can save it. YGSGSYSYNW. So next, and then your account is created. After your account is created, you have to go in there, set up some information like your card that you're going to be using. Because if you are using the free account, you still need to create, you need to identify, you need to verify your identity by using a card, your name. So you put in your name here, the name that will be on the card, on your debit card. So for example, my name is Lloyd Thomas. And my phone number, you're gonna put your phone number to also verify your phone. So I'm gonna click next. Put in my number, text me to verify. I've got the code 232020. Verify. Your account has been verified. Okay, so now it comes to the verification by card. You need a debit card or a credit card to verify your identity. So they don't, they want to make sure that you are the, legitimate owner of this Azure account. Because when a free trial expires, you need to pay whatever resource you create. You have to pay for it. So I'm going to enter my card information. I'm not going to show you right now. So yeah, so after that you go to next, you sign the agreement, and then you are good to go. You have the Azure account created. So I'll see you in the next video, and wherein we're going to work on the platform after the account has been created. We're going to get into the into the weeds.